Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball, tries the right side here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Moore. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
You need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. Defense stops him right at the line there.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Shows you the confidence that he has in his offensive line and running back. But the defense in great position to negate this play and bring up a fourth down.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Same tailback, another carry. Good enough for first down yardage.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Ducks. Just ran away from the defense. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. A heavy formation, extra blockers on the field. On the run, it's Green. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set, second down play here. They'll test the right side here. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Green. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And they've got the returner corralled. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. On the run here, lets it go. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Moore. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pressure is coming. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Looks like he's going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Caught over the middle. It's James. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's second and 14. They're going to run the option. Inside the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's James. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Vasco. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. And the Tar Heels will send the punt team onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
And he'll kick it away here. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Looking for some space. It's Roberts. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Basco. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Yeah, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
Hey, it's first and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Back to throw. It's Moore. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down and 10 now. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. Get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The Ducks line it up with 1st and goal. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Quarterback's got it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Tar Heels will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Okay, ready? Down 55 weak.
Looking to throw. It's Vasco. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
The pocket breaking down. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Moore. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out for the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now it's 2nd down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will have to kick this away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll hand it off. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. To throw, it's Moore. He's moving out of the pocket now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down marker.
He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First and long now after the penalty. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. He's got a receiver wide open here. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. And Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To the air. It's Moore. Looking for the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. The offense recovers the fumble. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? That's a big hit at the end, but he can get a fresh set of downs.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Oh, here comes the reverse. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contain, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield, it's Basco. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Important second down play coming up.
3:25.
But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Now the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. And the route is on. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here comes a handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Enough for a first down at the 37.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10.
Easy.
In the red area, it's Roberts.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running backs still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job is even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship.